Hello, we are 관우 Kim and Namho Kim, and today we are going to talk about the RailScale service, which is the refrigerator-based nutrients management application. So let's start from the background. In many days, actually, refrigerator is very convenient thing, but sometimes we face many difficulty and we feel that it's very inconvenient because we cannot see what we have and how much we have and how long is the right expiration date of what we have in the refrigerator. Especially for the people who live alone face many difficulty with using refrigerator because they have many hard time for managing or taking care of the food that we got in a refrigerator. So our objective is to make an app which is the virtual refrigerator and dedicated nutrients manager designed specially for the solo residents. It provides user with the 24/7 visibility into their refrigerator content and analyze the user's diet and nutrient intake and informs them exactly what ingredient to purchase and what meals to intake to meet their health goal. Next is about the design goal. It's about what data that we use for this. So the main data is about the food nutrients and ingredient nutrients and recommended diet allowance. So we use the public data set for the food nutrients and the ingredient nutrients, and we take a look about the KDRIS, which is the data format that if we input the height and weight, and we can get the recommended daily consumption of the nutrients that we have to intake. So we process this data and make a 1000 ingredients and 1050 food with 10 nutrients categories like this. And next is about the service design. It is about how we implement this. So actually we use the Android Studio with the Firebase visual language Kotlin, and we use the architecture that is about the MVVM and layered architecture. So there is three main features about the refrigerator management, diet management, and nutrients management. And the actual core user flow will be like recording the ingredients and getting the analysis and logging the meal. Then let's take a closer look and detail about what we implemented. As I mentioned, there's three main key features for our application. First one is about the refrigerator management. In this feature, the main goal is to provide an easy view real-time inventory of users' refrigerator, like what we have in our refrigerator. Now let's take a closer look about how we implement this by these pages. This is about the refrigerator page, and this top part indicates the location of refrigerator, like fridge or the vegetables or the side doors like this. And below here is about the categories. So if we click one of these, we can see the actual list view for this ingredients. So if we click this part, we see like this. It indicates the name, categories, and amount about the ingredient, and this is the expiration date. And in here, this is about the dialog for adding the actual ingredient. In here, we can input the name, categories, location, amount, and the expiration date. By using this feature, you can have benefit about they can check and manage the refrigerator inventory anytime and anywhere. Next part is about the diet management. In this function, the core function is about allowing users to record their daily meals and analyze the nutrients contained in those meals. So the key feature is about the flexible recording. The user can log both homemade meals or eating out meals, and there's a rich data entry that records can include the menu name and photo of the meal. And by recording this, we can have a calendar view of all records are provided alongside the calendar. So by using this feature, users will have benefit about reviewing their eating habit over time, and they can be provided a clear way to check the specific nutrients consumed in their diet. So this is how we actually implement this. First one is about the dialog for recording diet. In this top part is the selection option for recording homemade meal or eating out meals. And below here is about the selective option, which is named full shot. This is the easy way for recording the eating out meal by just using the photo, and it is recorded automatically by the AI. And if we click the homemade meal in here, we can see this page. The top part is about the recorded recipe part. In this function, we can save the recipe for that we usually intake, and if we use this button, we can see many recipes that is recorded and saved. And if we click one of those recipe, this field will be automatically filled out. But if we don't like to use the recipe, we can just input the name and the meal time and the photo. And this section is for selecting the actual ingredient that we have in our refrigerator. And last part is about the calendar view that is showing the diet records that we have in that days. So this blue part shows the today's date, and this one is actually showing the intake and recorded meal for selected day. Then if we click this share button, we can share our nutrients recorded meals and photo with the nutrients information and share with the Instagram feed. Last function is about the nutrients management. In this function, it gives user with the actionable feedback and compare their nutrients intake against the recommended meal. So let's jump right into the pages that we made. So this one is the actual homepage, and this part shows the animated comment feedback for today's nutrients consumption. So for example, if we have very low fat consumption that day, this will show you have to eat some grated food or something like that. And this is checkbox for meal time, and this part is quite important because it compares our daily intake and compare this with the RDA and shows the percentage with the bar chart and the actual number. And this is about the my page. This part is showing the height and weight which user can edit. And if we select the daily, monthly, weekly option and a targeted nutrients, we can see the fluctuation graph for that targeted nutrients. So our service have some significance because it provides a high, useful, and meaningful healthcare service, especially for people who lives alone. And it is also competitiveness because it's the first service to directly link refrigerator management with the healthcare service. However, it also have some limitation because it has some limited usability due to the restrictive food and ingredient data. But however, this project is about the smart food cure, which shows the all nutrients about the manufactured good. But Korean government said in 2 years this project will shows the all nutrients about the small food. Like if we go to the supermarket and buy a carrot, there will be a small cure for indicating the nutrients. So if this project is successfully ended, we will use this project for our service and make some good quality for this. Thank you for listening.